law? What's it called? What's the name of the degree like? Medicine is MBBS. Give her the mic. What kind of degree is it? My medicine is MBBS.
BSc, sir. BSc in law, sir.
So the testimony is a lie. There is nothing like BSc in law. You either have LLB or BS. It's a lie. The testimony is a lie. Please go back to your seat. BSc law. Is that how lawyers?
I believe all churches should have a department fully responsible for testimony. That before you are sent to the pulpit, you have to testify to that department with evidence before they have to send you. And secondly, you have to stop judging people from the way they talk and the way they look. Welcome to TFA Talking Point. Today I'm going to talk about the incident that happened at Dunami Church, Abuja, Nigeria, where the general overseer of that church, Dr. Paul Enenche, rebuked a woman publicly, calling her a liar when the woman was testifying for the glory of God, that she graduated as the first person in her family. The testimony was not about a boasting about the law degree, that she's not a lawyer. No, she was testifying to the public, to the congregation, to the whole world, to glorify God for breaking that yoke in her family. That was the main issue. She was giving that testimony. And Dr. Paul came in. I don't know what pushed him to do that. But many people are saying that maybe it is because of the way the woman was talking, the kind of English she was speaking. There was nothing wrong with the English the woman was speaking. We all Africans have to know that English is our second language. We cannot speak it perfectly. The woman was speaking correctly. The only thing that was disturbing her was that she was standing in front of more than 5,000 people, well-educated people, well-class people, and then she was lacking that self-confidence. She is not a public speaker, and maybe that was her first time. And that fear in her, lack of confidence, caused her to speak the way she was speaking. And many people are judging based on that. And that was a mistake. Another issue that Pastor Paul did is that what? Another mistake that he did is that what? Testimony is not question and answer session, where you'll be asking question and somebody. That woman was not expecting to answer any question. Even to answer question, it could have maybe be coming from the protocol, or from an usher, or from another person, not from the general overseer of that church. And that pushed her to be confused. It is not that the woman did not know what she studied in school. She was aware of what she studied, but she was confused because she was not expecting the general overseer to ask question. And in the domain of asking that question, he made mention of other things that they study in school, whether it is in the medical listing or whatsoever, as you listen to the video. And the woman just picked one from there out of fear and say it. And then you just declare that the woman she is lying. And that should not be. That is also bringing it to the church. Which kind of Christian are you raising? That they can stand openly before the pulpit of God, the temple of God, to testify things that never happened in their lives. Another issue that we have to talk about it, that we all have to stop judging people based on their English, because English is our second language. Another issue Dr. Paul was supposed to take into consideration and allow the woman to testify, and after that ask her to meet him in his office, so that it will verify truly whether the woman graduated was that was her educational background. The woman started with her educational background. Meaning, that base is not really there. These are people who managed to go through school. Like me. I went through primary school. But primary school did not go through me. And today I'm still facing that consequence. I'm still struggling with it. And that is the very thing that woman passed through. Listening to her testimony from the beginning, you know that her educational background was not solid. So you were not supposed to base on expecting that she would speak like a British, a citizen, or like an American. No, or fluently. Not everybody. So that is another issue. Another issue that Dr. Paul was supposed to take into consideration was the reason why the woman went to study law. The woman did not go to study law to become a lawyer. The woman is already a police officer. And she went to study law just to support her occupation and to break that yoke in her family. That is the main reason why she went to study law. And you were supposed to take that into consideration. So she was not going to study law to become a lawyer where he must speak fluently so that in court it will be. No, she went there to study law to support her occupation as a police officer. Another issue, I'm going to repeat again, that all churches supposed to have a testimony department where everybody, if you want to testify for what God has done for you, you go through that a department. The department will listen to your testimony with evidence, approve that testimony before you go into the pulpit. It's not in that kind of congregation you just stand and say, who is having the testimony? People will come and say things that are not necessary, things that you yourself will not reason it out. So it was a mistake. And the last thing I have to say is to all the congregation of Dunamis, fellowship with the administrators of that church, and even the general overseer of that church, that you people should do something to restore the confidence of this woman. Because what happened there in church on that Sunday will affect that woman psychologically and can even bankrupt her confidence in such a way that she might find it difficult to ever stand anywhere to talk again. If you do not restore that confidence, you will destroy the woman. Now all evidence are there that she truly graduated. Congratulations, madam.